Volatility is incoming here for Bitcoin. You have to see what I have found here today, because if you miss this, you might get wrecked on your trades. Let's go, guys. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here on this Sunday. This is kind of a little bit of an emergency stream. First of all, my editor's flying to the US. That's one of the reasons why I'm live streaming today. But the other reason is that first, I was not sure if I want to make a stream. And then I said, okay, you know what? It's going really, really crazy here. And we need to talk about things that are happening here on the chart. So first of all, congratulations for everybody that was sticking around here for, let's say, the last 13, 14 months here on that channel. We finally made it. We're in a massive bull run. Bitcoin hit $80,000 today. You see here I have some altcoin trades also running right now here on BYBIT. Something that I want to point out here, guys, this account was a week ago at $8,000. Now, just that you see this, it is at 73. It was today already at 76. So trust me, by tomorrow, after tomorrow, this will be 100K, and by the end of the year, I hope it will be 1 million. So now let's talk about what's going on here in the charts, guys, because we have a huge problem. We have a massive problem, and the big problem that we have is the CME chart, because today CME will start trading again, and we will have here this huge CME gap on the chart. So now, you know what's usually happening with CME is that when CME opens and we have such a big gap here, the price comes back down to fill the gap. And only then we get a bounce and come back to the upside. So, but if you were sidelined for whatever reason, this is your chance to get in. That might be your last chance to get insane low prices, while a lot of people will get shaken out, especially if they're here for the first time. Not like us, you know, who have done this in the last bull run or are here since the last bear market. We will not get shaken out. We are here for the ride. But everybody else that is coming late, and I mean late, that they just discovered Bitcoin now a week ago or something like that, they get shaken out in that move. So, and we don't want to get shaken out here. We take advantage of this opportunity to load up on everything, and then we keep riding it to the upside. Now, the ETF inflows are actually not what I want to talk about. Let's talk about Bitcoin here right now, because Bitcoin, look at this crazy candle here today. I want to explain you from where that big pump actually came from today. So it was already circulating on Twitter for a while. And it was anyway already confirmed, but I actually don't know which account it was. But one senator was posting again about that Bitcoin will become a reserve currency, and that led to this massive pump here on a Sunday. So I woke up this morning. Bitcoin was already going a little bit crazy. We were like at 78 or something when I woke up. No, 77 actually, 77 when I woke up. Yeah, down here. Basically, when the move started, that's when I woke up, and then I was for like 4 hours still lying in my bed, and I saw it going and going and going, absolutely insane here. So, but also here, big warning sign. We spoke about this yesterday already. We have here the stochastic RSI completely being overbought, but the MACD is still going, and the RSI is going sideways, also in overbought territory currently. But so here's again something really important during a bull run on higher time frames. As long as on higher time frames the MACD remains bullish, the price action continues to pump higher. So now you see currently we have here an indecision candle, because the price is struggling to break above and to stay above $80,000, and people don't know right now, should I take profit? Should I let it ride? Should I buy more here? And that is exactly the moment where you get candles like this, where you have a wick to the downside and a wick to the upside. Now, when we're going into the 4-hourly chart, our prior resistance zone here at 70 $76,850 turned now into support. So on the way down, that should give us support. And you see here exactly what I pointed out the other day, where I said these rising wedges are dangerous in the bull market, dangerous in the terms of that you think they are breaking down, and they're actually flipping the odds around in a bull market in terms of breaking to the upside, because the odds that a rising wedge breaks to the upside is only 30% and 70% that breaks to the downside. The same with a falling wedge. A falling wedge has a chance of breaking out 70% to the upside and 30% to the downside. So in a bull run, the falling wedges, they are fine. You know, they do their thing. They break to the upside. But rising wedges, if you don't know that in a bull run, you are in trouble. You know, so and that is something that I learned in the last bull run 4 years ago when I saw this happening 2-3 times within like a 2 months time span. And I was like, wait a second, there's something wrong with rising wedges in a bull run. They are not reliable anymore in terms of getting a move to the downside. And this whole move here to the upside can also not be considered a fake out of that rising wedge, because we pumped already too high for that. So regardless, we will come down here at some point, but the rising wedge is invalidated at this point. And that's why I told you the other day, when we are breaking here to the upside at $76,800, there would have been a really, really good entry for you guys. So yes, we moved yesterday here slightly to the downside, but not that much. There was not a complete breakdown and I was watching this. So, and that is also something that you need to learn, guys. When you see a wick like this to the downside and gets quickly bought up and the price comes back, and let's say for whatever reason you want to go short, that is when you close your short. You know, so you close your short when you see a wick coming back to the upside, and then the next candle starting out in green. You basically flip immediately long again. So I hope that regardless, that I said if we break 76,000, did we break it? Yeah, $76,100. I hope that you only had stop losses there and did you not try to short this. And that is the exact reason why I never short in a bull run. Just for these fake moves to the downside, then it actually continues to go into way, way higher levels. Now, on the MDX Algo Scalp Gradient, here, this just flashed, so this is interesting. Remember what I told you? I said we get here the bearish divergence, and then usually we get one more wave continuation, and then we start to turn around. And also the price action was missing this big move here to the upside. So now we got this move to the upside that I was waiting for. In the next 7 hours, we're gonna know if that is right now a local top. Because if we keep the indecision candle, that doji candle that we currently have here, if we keep that and the next one pushes in red to the downside, then guys, you know we're in for a ride to the downside. And here you see again some confluence. This demand area just popped up today, like 8 hours ago. It was 8 hours ago that this popped up here. And guess with what this is aligning? That area here. Call me Nostradamus, because you know I had this already there for a long time. So, but yeah, so now you see that this is definitely confirmed support, and on the way down, this should hold. So on the way down, we should not get lower than like 75,700, maybe 75, slightly below 75, something like this, but it will be a wick, you know. So if we go below that demand zone, it will be a wick. And then I expect that we come back up, something like this. Could be also a small deviation below here before we then return to the upside. So I'm looking sometimes here a little bit with one eye on the chat, guys. So what you guys are talking about. So, but let's continue here. So on a weekly chart, I just want to also to give you here a little bit perspective. So I hope that a lot of you guys are actually in this trade here that I had given last week already. Yeah, must have been last week. So last week when I gave you that trade from $74,000, because I give it maximum 10 to 14 days, and we are going to smash that target here. 10 to 14 days, guys. Now, if you're not in this trade, like I just explained, the upcoming pullback gets you close to that entry level here again, and that is your chance to go on that ride with us. And I will show you also now that we are going way, way higher, and that you need to get some perspective when it comes to bull runs. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. So, but let's have a look here what my Bitcoin trade is doing on ZoomX. So you see here I'm raking in already $70,000. You know that I opened this trade here publicly. The same with Solana. Solana also at $4,000, so it's right now $75,000 more or less. I'm racking in here at profit. So here you see I have also marked out some potential bounce areas, but it might be only short-lived. So, and I still need to, so, and I'm gonna leave these orders here. I have adjusted them a little bit here already and pulled them a little bit higher, just in case, you know, so these are like stupid bits, you know, so maybe I get it, maybe not, you know, but if I get it, then I'm super lucky, you know, so that's why it's just like you put some orders at stupid prices just in case that you get lucky enough to get them, you know, so and that's what I also did here. And guys, if you want to trade with me on ZoomX together, in the description is a link to ZoomX. Don't forget, if you deposit $100, you stand a chance to win $500. And I'm going to give away during the live stream another $500, guys. So make sure that you have an account there and that you open one trade, one single trade. It can be $1, guys. It doesn't matter if it's $1. You can open $1 trade, you know. So you just need to find like a shitcoin that's just a couple cent worth, like Doge or something, you know, Doge or here Cardano. Or Mudeng or something, you know, so there you can open a trade for $1, you know, so you open, close it, doesn't matter, and you are eligible for the giveaway, guys. So now, when it comes to the leverage liquidity, also here on the liquidation levels, there is a lot of confluence that we come back into this over leveraged area here where all the late longers are currently coming from. And you see here again, there's confluence from 74,000 all the way up to $75,800. So all these levels here, in my opinion, they're going to get liquidated. And that would bring us at least to $74,500. That would also coincide with the midsection of the EMA ribbon, which is usually a bounce area. And then we get our continuation. So can we go a little bit higher in the meantime? Yes, I think there's a little bit juice still in Bitcoin left, but it has to happen quickly. So it has to happen really quickly. It has to happen in the next, also 6 to 8 hours. There's not much more time for Bitcoin to go much higher. So we're gonna know with the next 4-hourly candle what exactly is going to happen, because either this turns into a continuation pattern where the next candle goes to here to the upside, and then I believe that the next one will get us down, or the next one will directly push us to the downside. So here in 2.5 hours, we are going to find out what it's going to be, but time is running out right now for Bitcoin to get a proper pullback, because look how far away we are also from the EMA ribbon. We are almost $4,000 away from the EMA ribbon, which is insane. Now, when we're looking here at the liquidation heat map over the last week, then you find some more confluence why we should come back down to $75,000, because here's right now the most concentrated area of long liquidity at $75,450 approximately, all the way down here to $74,500. So below that, it gets a little bit colder, and that's why I'm pretty convinced, come on, stop this, that we are not going here anywhere near like 72, 73. I think that's done. You know, again, if we get something crazy happening, like Russia goes crazy and they send now nukes to Ukraine or something like that, or there's a civil war breaking out in the US because the Democrats, they go really crazy right now in the US, you know. So when you look at Twitter, what they're doing right now, it's mental, you know. So in my opinion, they all need to go to they all need to be hospitalized. But anyway, now that you understand what I meant with perspective, look how long Bitcoin was running in the last bull run. Let me actually get this here. where is it? Here, date range. Once we broke in the last bull run this resistance area here from the last all-time high, we were running here for 1.5 years. 1.5 years bull run, guys, before we entered a bear market, a real bear market. 1.5 years. Now, this week, we only started to break above here. So what I want to tell you with this is, if you have trades right now, and you are not a day trader, and you are an investor, don't sell your bags. Don't do it. If you're not a day trader and you're a long-term trader, this is just the beginning, guys. This is the beginning of potentially 18 months only up. I don't care if we swing 10, 20% up and down in between, where uninformed people get shaken out. That doesn't matter, So, and anyway, you should have loaded up a long, long time ago already. But what I want to tell you here is this is right now the week where we are only starting to get going. And maybe we are not getting 18 months, which would be fine. But I can guarantee you we will have another at least 10 to 12 months of only upside. Will we have in between potentially a big shakeout? Something that happened over here last time. Sorry, not there. Or was it here? Yes, no, it was here. Yeah, potentially. Potentially we're gonna get here a top like this, come back down, like massively down, and then go back to the upside. It's definitely possible that something like this happens. So, but right now would be the worst time to sell your positions, guys. So on your long-term backs, don't take any profit at all. So because we're just getting started here right now, especially if we in 10 hours close this weekly candle. In the best case scenario, this area turns immediately into support and we keep moving higher. Now, on the Bitcoin dominance, now we need to talk about altcoins, guys, because the Bitcoin dominance has a small bounce today, but altcoins, to be frank, they don't give a fuck, so they really don't give a fuck. When you look here at my watch list, look at this here, TRB. I was so stupid today. I saw it at $68 and I was like, I have a feeling that is the coin that might run today to 100%. And it got really, really close to 100%, and I did not get in. I slept on it. I saw it again when it was at 82, at 90, and it went to $110. Now, the other problem with altcoins currently is finding an entry. If you're trading like me, where you are in a bull run going in and out, in and out, in and out, on your trading portfolio, not on your long-term portfolio, I struggle to find entries right now, but I'm going to show you here in a moment how I'm actually finding entries on altcoins, and that it actually works, because all the trades, or most of the trades that I took on BYBIT today, the render trade and the phantom trade are trades that I opened today. So you see they are already making profit. They were, of course, higher today. The phantom trade was at $2,000 and render was also like 1,500 or something like this because of that pullback in Bitcoin. But it doesn't matter. It just shows you can find entries in a bull run, even when indicators are screaming on higher time frames that everything is coming down really, really soon. Now, where was I? Where's the Bitcoin dominance? So Bitcoin dominance is over here. So the Bitcoin dominance that we're getting currently a bounce here is actually healthy. I also mentioned that yesterday that a bounce in the Bitcoin dominance is potentially coming really, really soon. Now we are getting this bounce, but most likely by tomorrow we will get another continuation candle to the downside unless Bitcoin starts dropping. So if Bitcoin now over the next 12 to 24 hours gets the correction that we need to get at some point, then I believe that the dominance will, in the short term, pump back to the upside. Altcoins gonna bleed a little bit, and then the following days we will continue to go lower here. At the total free market cap, now we are above $700 billion market cap, And that is the reason why most of altcoins are pumping like crazy today. So we have some crazy altcoins like Doge, YFI, and TRB, and Sui also this today. Sui was, I think, on the high point 20% today or something like this. So if you watched yesterday's video, you know that I also had a Sui trade. That Sui trade closed, and I had given that trade also publicly to you guys. I was not closing it at $2.85. I actually let it run, and it went way, way higher. It went almost to $3, I think 16 or something like that, and I took profit at $3.08, and I'm happy with that. So, but now you understand why I said when we break $700 billion, we are going to get a lot of moonshots in altcoins, and this was also just a small taste what we got today. It's a small taste. This is still nothing. If we can close today here above $720 billion, then we are taking out this resistance level here, and the next stop would be almost $800 billion. After $800 billion, there's nothing. We break this resistance here of $800 billion, and you will see altcoins mooning like you have never seen before. Now, for this going to be happening, we need to have a pullback potentially first. And here on the shorter time frames, you see here on the crypto market RSI heat map, which is including more or less all major altcoins, you see they're all overbought right now. All overbought. Many of them, most of them, all overbought, which is again an indication that the pullback is coming in the next coming days. So if you have over leveraged positions, guys, put stop losses right now into profit if you're in profit, because this will catch a lot of people off guard that are also like me, opening and closing trades on a daily basis, and multiple times per day. And this is what gets you wrecked in a bull market. When you don't pay attention what altcoins are doing when it comes to the RSIs or other indicators or candlestick patterns and so on, and you don't know where to find the right entries, then stuff like this is that gets you sidelined really, really quickly, especially if you don't have stop losses on your positions. Now, when we go to a 24-hour time frame, there it's not looking that bad. You see a SUI, okay, Bitcoin, okay. So here, big warning sign when you see on a 24-hour time frame that Bitcoin is here in overbought territory on the RSI. You know what's coming. So the same with SUI. SUI was I think in the last 3 days it pumped almost 80% or something. So also not surprising. Then here Nero dot also pumped like crazy. Hamster SHIB pumped today. AJLD. So, but the rest is still kind of okay, on a daily time frame. But short term tells you pullback. Now, when we are putting this still into perspective, where we are at in this altcoin season, then you see we did not even get really started. So the altcoin season index tells us we are technically still in Bitcoin season here at 41, because altcoin season starts at 75, the real altcoin season. So, but we are also getting then close to the end of it, so when we are entering 75, and you see here also that is only briefly, we get briefly above it. That's when most of the time all these meme coins pulling like 100, 200, 300% in a single day, and then a couple days later it's over. Now, what we also should not forget is the path to altcoin season and how altcoin season is unfolding for everybody. Now, first phase is the Bitcoin phase. That's what we saw already. Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, and afterwards, money starts rotating into Ethereum. Now, I will show you something that's really, really important because money rotated now already in Ethereum. Ethereum did not make a new all-time high yet, and as long as Ethereum doesn't make a new all-time high, and the same for Solana, most of the money is not rotating into larger caps, because if that would be happening, they will, after Ethereum made a new all-time high, start outperforming Ethereum by a lot. So there are some large caps that are doing this right now, and people get confused with this because they're thinking the money rotated already. No, Ethereum needs also to make a new all-time high before the real rotation happens, and people will put their money, and I'm talking about like huge amounts of money, into large caps, and then the final season of the altcoin season happens when we are over 75%, where then everything is pumping. So, and especially low caps and meme coins. So now, if you want to trade altcoins with me together, guys, like I do right now on BYBIT, also sign up on BYBIT, deposit $100, get your free $500 airdrop position, because you can trade all these coins here with that airdrop position on BYBIT. And you really need to take advantage of that while I can get BYBIT to throw free money for you guys around, you know, so make sure that you take advantage of that. So now, when we're looking at layer ones, because these are the coins that you want to look at right now, where money is flowing into, then the easiest way to do that is to go to CoinMarketCap and look at the categories. First, you see here, the layer ones are going to pump. Look here, the last 7 days, how they changed. Ethereum, 31%, Solana, 27%, BNB, 15%, Cardano, almost 90%. In the last 24 hours, 40%. So this is what I'm talking about, where money is flowing. You know, so from Bitcoin into Ethereum and into other layer ones. Also a little bit into Ton, finally. So finally, there's money flowing into AVAX, SUI, Bitcoin Cash. Even if that is a dead coin, in a bull market, it's pumping. So then Polkadot, also 20%. See here, most double digits over the last 24 hours. So, and you see then here, also some coins that are lagging behind that currently, like Phantom. Phantom did not pull a 10-20% move on a day yet, so that might be one of the next ones. That's why I opened a Phantom position, because there was no major pump on the daily time frame yet. And then the same with Atom. Atom was also one of these coins. Zai was one of the coins that we talked about that pumped really nicely. Then also Theta. This is how you can sometimes spot coins that are good to enter if you want to hold them for a little bit of a while, you know, and you trade them with like 2-3x leverage, nothing crazy, you know. So because they're gonna pull within 7 days, or even within 24 hours, something like Cardano, you know, where they pump 40% in a single day, or TRB, or almost 100% in a single day, you know. So, and you don't want to get shaken out in the volatility. So you want to make sure that you don't over leverage yourself, because if you can make in a single day 200-300% just on 2 or 3x leverage, why would you not do that? You know, so, but you don't want to enter this with like 15x or 20x leverage, and then this coin gets like a 5% move to the downside, and you're liquidated. So now these categories are really, really important, because afterwards, what is going to happen when money flows into Ethereum, you need to look at coins that are built on the Ethereum layer, because they are beta plays, and that's what I meant with outperforming coins that that are on the Ethereum blockchain. You know, so these are the coins that I'm looking at when Ethereum starts moving. So here you don't actually wait until Ethereum makes the new all-time high, because you see right now the small rotation already happening, that Ethereum is pumping here. And then you want to make sure that you are also allocated in the Ethereum ecosystem, because these coins outperform Ethereum as long as Ethereum is pumping. It's the same relationship with Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know, Bitcoin moves like 5%, Ethereum moves 10%. The same works in the Ethereum ecosystem. When Ethereum moves 5%, look here, Shiba today, 33%, and I believe it was actually higher. It was at 40% or something like this. Then here, Render, 8%, also trade that I have currently. Arbitrum, 5%. And then we have here Jasmy. Beam, also one of the laggers for today. That's also one that I'm interested. Then Starknet. Then here, Sandbox. You see what I mean? You know, so you need to look at stuff like this and allocate funds there if you want to play the rotation. You know, so me as a day trader and as like a short to midterm trader, I want to play rotations right now. So, and that is the other reason why even though I'm flying tomorrow to Bangkok for a huge conference, Ethereum DevCon is happening there, I will give you guys as much alpha as I can while I'm there in the Telegram channel. So if you want to be in the Telegram channel, in the new Telegram channel, there is a link also in the description. There I'm gonna share massive alpha, even though I will be at the conference, because I need to trade myself. I want to make money while I'm there, So now that the market went crazy, I actually regret that I already spent all the money to go there for reservations and everything, and I have to go now. I also committed to some friends that are there, that I'm coming, So now I'm stuck, now I have to go, So, but actually what I really would like to do is sit here with you guys and make money with you, together. Now I have to be there, but I still try to figure it out, so that we will make a lot of money together in that time. The next category that I'm interested in is the portfolio of DWF Labs. Why specifically DWF Labs? If you remember, 6, 7, 8 months ago, and also last year in summer, especially in summer. Now I remember, in summer, there was, which coin was this again that I was trading? There was a coin on the DWF portfolio that they just added, and it went absolutely nuts. This coin made like 300% in the midst of the bear market. Let me go through the list here so that I find it again, what it was. It was something with C. It was not C98. Cyber was that coin. So Cyber was a coin that you can go back to the chart and look. Cyber last year, in the summer last year, went absolutely nuts. I was trading it actually a lot. So now let's go back here. There you see, so it was at $3.44, but look from where it came, so it was, no, we need to go back further here. Oh wow, let's see, oh wow, I cannot go as far. So, but look at this here. Here it was at $3.87. It went to $8.56. Then again, it went to $4. And here at the peak, it was $14. So, and this was happening because of DWF, because they are their market maker, and they are pumping their portfolio that they have like crazy in a bull run. So you want to make sure that you have also exposure to all these coins that they are trading, because they're Chinese, they are greedy like crazy. So, and that's why I also pay attention now to all these coins that are in their portfolio. Look here, 22%. Here, VMTX 22%, 21% in a single day. I pay close attention to coins that they have, and to potentially also find entries there to trade them, because I know they like money. This market maker likes to make a lot of money. Now, when we're looking at Ethereum is running here into that big resistance area that I was talking about also for quite a while. I still believe that in the last move here to the upside, that Ethereum will manage to get into the golden ratio here to $3,340, $3,400, even potentially wick above that, but that's the end in the short term. From there, it will reverse and will come lower again. I don't believe that it will go, if it gets to like $3,400, $3,500 even, I don't believe that it will drop below $3,000 again. But the 0.5 level might be the level where you want to pay attention to get a nice entry before we continue to go higher. Because I can tell you already, once we are done with that correction that is coming, the next stop for Ethereum is $4,000, and after that it's a new all-time high. And the new all-time high is here, the Fibonacci extension level, $5,378. That will be the first stop. So then I will also publicly open an Ethereum trade in this move to the downside. So I'm going to find an entry for myself and trade this from this entry to the upside with like $10,000, $20,000. Yeah, something like that. Now, I don't have to explain you that here on the 12-hourly chart, we see already that the RSI is massively overbought. The stochastic overbought. MACD is losing momentum. So here, like I said, the end is near. The end is near for that massive run that we had now for almost a week. A a pullback is overdue in the whole market. The same with Solana. Solana here is a little bit strange for me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a little bit strange for a really, really simple reason, because the indicators telling me here Solana wants to go higher while everything else wants to pull back on the 4-hourly time frame and also on the 12-hourly time frame. Because here on the 12-hourly, we just got another buy signal on the stochastic. And on the daily, we're about to get a sell signal, but the RSI is flying and the MACD is flying. So that tells me that potentially Solana is a little bit ahead of the curve in terms of that Solana has potentially another 2-3 days that can go higher before it also pulls them back. So I have seen this before with other coins when they broke a round number like $200, as an example, doesn't matter if it's Solana or not, $200, that the price moved as far away as it could, like to $220, $230, and only from there reversed back to the downside to like $210, $205, and to stay above that $200 mark. So what potentially market makers and institutional players are doing is they are pushing the price as high as they can to make sure that the $200 level becomes the new foundation from where we are bouncing back to the upside and continue to go higher. And what also happens at the same time, everybody that thinks that we are coming back down here, like to $180, and they have buy orders there, they get all left behind. They get all left behind, and now they have to buy higher. And that's how they make money. So here, even if we would turn around here, the lowest point that I see would be $194, something like this, because Solana is currently really strong. And then we just continue to rampage into new all-time high. Here also, I give Solana 2-3 weeks, then we break the prior all-time high and go past that. The prior all-time high is here at $260 approximately. Trust me, I believe Solana by end of the month will be sitting at $300. Easy, $300. Now, one of the coins that I'm still trading currently on another account is Pendle. Remember what I told you guys? I said at $5.40, when we are breaking this dash downward sloping trend line, that's it, guys. That's when Pendle will start to move in direction of a new all-time high. And the prior all-time high is at $7.54. So that's why I have a Pendle trade right now that's open from, I actually need to check that. I don't know from, let me see here. $5.53 is my entry on that Pendle trade. So you cannot see that because I have that on a different browser application. So but $5.53, that's when I got in. So I was a little bit late today when I got in. So I basically got in here in this pullback candle today. And now I'm trading this to the upside. So I have a take profit around $6.21 take profit. But most likely what I'm going to do is when we reach $6.20, I just put a stop loss at $6 and let it run into the new all-time high and potentially past the new all-time high, because I believe the next all-time high for Pendle is $10 plus. Let me see if I scroll up. Yeah, here. $10.65, $10 exactly to the dollar. That's what I'm looking out for currently on Pendle. So here, if you want to trade on spot, good entry. Doesn't matter if we pull back 10-20% because you almost will double your money on the way to the upside. Here, 91%. Doesn't matter if we first pull back 10-20%. It doesn't really matter if you still make on the upside 90%. Okay, you lose maybe 3-4 days, so before it recovers, but that's fine, So, and it will happen, guys. It will happen to you that something like this is happening in a bull run to everyone. You will not be excluded from this. It also happens to me. Look at my stupid ton trade. I was a month now in my ton trade, maybe longer. I have to check. So actually, let me check quick here on my phone. But I think I was stuck 5 weeks or something before this finally started to move back to the upside. Let me check here. How long am I stuck in my ton trade? When did I open this? Orders on my phone. Order history. Last 60 days. So let's see. When did I open this? 26th October 22nd October. Was it 22nd October? Yes, 22nd October. So yeah, 6 weeks, more or less. Yeah, 6 weeks stuck in this trade. Now it's making money, you know, so it happens in a bull run. So don't be scared about this. So, but after 6 weeks, now it's printing. It's fine. The next one that you should pay attention to is Elrond. Remember, I told you guys yesterday that we're most likely coming back up here to fill this wick. That's exactly what happened. So yesterday, I told you you can enter here. I hope some of you guys did, but also here, not much time left before this is going to pull back. And if you get lucky, you will get it below $29.50 once again. But afterwards, trust me, Elrond is also one of the uncanny coins that pulls like a 40, 50, even 100% move in one single day. Because in the last bear market, we came massively down. I think Elrond on the last bull run high was almost $400 or something. Let's have a look here. It was over $200. That's something what I know for sure. Yes, you see here. At the peak, it was $545. Right now, it's $30, guys. That's like an 18x if it goes back up to make a new all-time high. And this is also one of the coins that you should not fade in your portfolio. I definitely have a lot of Elrond still, and I'm still accumulating. I will keep buying Elrond up to $50 on spot. That's where when I'm going to stop to buy more. So every pullback that happens on Elrond, I'm just adding more every single time until $50. Then I stop. And then I let it run. Because if this goes into a new all-time high, Elrond is one of these coins that potentially can go to $1,000. I'm not saying it will go there. Potentially, it has the potential to go there if it goes into a new all-time high. So, but this might be a coin that you should not neglect in your portfolio right now. Then Uni. Shit, I wanted to open a Uni trade. I missed it. So now it's running without me because it was coming so nice down, and I was waiting to see if it's retracing a little bit further, you know, to find a good entry. Now it's going without me. So now I have to wait for that pullback to be happening before I get another chance. So because this, if I'm really unlucky, this will run first now to like $10. And then at some, actually maybe, yeah, it can run to $10 before it comes down. So yeah. So I have, of course, a position already running, but I wanted to open another one. And that's why I'm sidelined right now. So, but here, if you're in the trade that I had given from all the way down here, you are printing right now. You are up currently 34%. What I would do here, if you are in Uni and you are not were getting in at $9.07 when I called it the last time, put your stop loss at like $9 currently. So because you would be still up 30%, even if it turns around, roughly 30%, if it turns around and kicks you out at $9. So now, I don't want to talk about too much about other coins here because they're all overextended, you know. So I want to show you, before I'm leaving, and before I give $500 away on ZoomX, how you can find entries in a bull market currently. So I want to go with you through my list of coins that I have and find something where we can enter right now. So here, for example, also link, I missed link to enter a scalp position. So but here you see we are really close to hit $15.24. It will happen. It's not happening today. It's happening in the next 3 days. So, but I want now my other chart. So, render also going back to the upside. So here I'm actually in that trade. Here the golden ratio most likely will be the point where we are rolling over. So, but I want to show you now on pullbacks or in general how I'm playing this. So I just need to find here. Let's use the side chart. I don't care about the side chart. Let me see here. I'm just gonna have a look here at the chat, guys. I need to pop the chat out from here. So because otherwise I'm breaking my neck to try to see what you guys are looking at. Yeah, Elrond is e-gold. So I'm just looking what you guys are writing. Lambo is coming. Lambo is coming. Don't worry, guys. Lambo is definitely coming. The pullback, so I saw that somebody was talking about the Bitcoin pullback. So the pullback on Bitcoin can happen as early as tonight for you guys and for me tomorrow morning. As early as tomorrow morning when CME opens, it gets really, really dangerous because Bitcoin is, again, yeah, it's close to $80,000. We have here a warning sign already from the MDX algo indicator. So tomorrow will be really, 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 really dangerous, especially the next 3 days. So if, here's the thing, guys, by Wednesday, if we did not pull back by Wednesday, and Bitcoin goes sideways, or goes sideways up, or just goes sideways down a little bit, and it's not filling the gap, Bitcoin will leave this gap behind and will just keep going to the upside. This is definitely possible, but you have to be careful for the next 3 days. The next 3 days is the time window where a CME gap usually closes. If by Wednesday morning, when I wake up Wednesday morning in Bangkok and there is nothing happened, we are fine. Bitcoin will keep going, So, but otherwise we are going to get a correction. So now, on a coin like TRB, so that is something you don't want to enter this. So, but you want to make sure that you enter coins that are actually performing today. So what you don't want to do is you want to not usually go down here the list and go into something that has pumped today. That's usually what I do. If I see coins that pumped over 5% on the day, I'm usually not interested anymore to try to catch them. So what I rather do is I go and look at coins that are all below 5% or even 3%. So these are usually the coins that I like to look at to find an entry for. Now let's take as an example TIA. So I know TIA pumped over the last couple of days also massively. Look here, we came from $4.23. Now we are almost at $6. So there's also a massive move here. Look at this. So there's a 34% move over the last, 4 days. So that's roughly 9% per day, almost 10% per day. So that is substantial. So, but TIA might be interesting because on the 4-hourly chart, look at the indicators. Stochastic, still somewhere in the middle. The RSI is not overbought. The MACD just bounced off here. And we are currently at a resistance level. If this flips, if we close above that, we are going to get continuation at least into $6.34. So now what I do is, if I want to trade this right now, what I do is I go into the 15 minutes chart and look how the indicators here are looking. Is the stochastic at the bottom? Is the RSI at the bottom? How is the MACD looking? So currently, I would not enter this because we are here in that supply area where we have a lot of sell orders sitting. I'll zoom in here a little bit. Let's see how many millions. So you see here, there is around $16 million worth of sell orders in this red block. So I don't want to enter here right now, So I want first that the stochastic turns around and comes back to the bottom. And wherever the price is then, even if the price is here, it doesn't matter. That's when I enter. This is a safe entry for me. So at the same, I go then to the 30 minutes chart to look at this. Okay, 30 minutes looks good. We got a buy signal with the last 30 minutes candle close on stochastic. The MACD is bouncing off here. And the RSI is also not overbought. We're at 65%, so also bullish. Then I go to the 1-hourly chart. So yeah, I was expecting this. So here we look a little bit overextended. So what does that tell me? It tells me that TIA has potentially another 2-3 hours where it can pump. And then if I would be trading this actively, I need to be out of the trade. So because then potentially it turns around unless the MACD keeps printing dark green candles and the RSI is nowhere near of 80%. So if we pull back on in short-term pullback, not Bitcoin like crazy pullback, only a short-term pullback just because it is pumping right now, potential entry I would be looking at would be like $5.54. So like a 3% is it 3%? Yeah, it's a 3% move to the downside where I would otherwise enter this here. If it would pull back on 1 hourly chart, stochastic comes down, then most likely this would be the level where I would be opening a position as long as Bitcoin goes sideways or keeps pumping to the upside. So on a big pullback on Bitcoin, this is not the level that I'm looking for. I look rather than for the 50 moving average. So this works on every single coin, especially if it's like, I don't do this in the evening, close, or let me put it this way. You are not doing this when you are close to the daily close. That's not when you start to look at this. I do this in the usually the first 6 to 8 hours, even no longer. You can do this longer. So because sometimes in Kiev in my apartment, it was way later already. Between the first 8 to 14 hours after, now correctly. It is 8 to 11 hours. 8 to 11 hours after the daily close. That is the time window where I'm looking for trades that have not moved more than 5%. Where I'm then looking exactly for this kind of scenario where I can enter this. Because I tell you now the problem with higher time frames. Higher time frames in a bull run can for an extended period stay heavily overbought, massively overbought. And you think because of the higher time frames, oh shit, this is turning around soon. And it's actually not. And the stochastic keeps flatlining here for a long time. And the RSI is not over 80% or even 90%, so it's just in bullish territory. So, and the MACD is losing momentum, and you think, oh shit, this looks like it's turning around because it pumped here from $4.20 already to $5.71. You cannot trust tremendously higher time frames in a bull run. It's not working because you will get left behind. You have to look on shorter time frames if you want to make money at the same day. So if you want to make money the same day, you need to look at this. If you are just holding, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So but for intraday trading or for day trading over a couple of days, you need to look at stuff like this. So now I want to pull up the chat again. Is this the chat? I think this is the chat. No, this is not the chat. Where's the chat window now from you guys? Here's the chat window. So now I have another 10-15 minutes, guys, before I'm leaving. And first of all, guys, you're killing it on the stream. I never had so much views, I think, on a live stream than I have now within an hour. So shout out to you guys, amazing. And also smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, smash up the like button, because the channel is almost at 41,000 subscribers. It would be amazing if we can get there here during the stream. I cannot see here how many of you guys subscribed during the stream, I think. Let me see. Can I see this here? No, I cannot see this during the stream. Okay, but it's fine. It's fine. So now I want to look at some coins that you guys want. Let me see here. CAS, yeah, so I will look at CAS. CAS was already exploding. And also here I got left behind on my intraday trade. Oh, wow. See, this is flying. What did I tell you guys? I told you when CAS is breaking this downward sloping trend line, it starts flying. And that's exactly what happened. So here, the target area remains the same. Also here, I believe in the next 24 hours, it will tap at least 16 cents and 7 potentially. And only from there, turn around. Not... if it's not turning around from where it is currently, it will be 16 cents and 7 and potentially all the way up to 18 cents before this is turning around and getting a steeper pullback. Because 2 daily candles like what I see here right now, this is crazy. So this is, I don't know how much this pump from yesterday. 44% almost. 44%. So but here also, look at the RSI. This is getting dangerous on the daily chart. On the 4-hourly chart, also already overbought. Here, you see here we're at 87, 88%. So this is getting dangerous. And the stochastic is also overbought. But the MACD is still flying. So here again, as long as you see on shorter time frames the MACD flying, it will potentially keep pumping. It will keep pumping. So there is also another indicator that you can use. Is this here? What is this? No, this is just a line that I have drawn. I want it now. So this is exponential moving average. I'm going to show you now something. There we go. So I think it is already set. So the 9th. So here you have the 9th exponential moving average. And the other one that you want to look at is the 20. So that is only for shorter time frames, guys. We are going to show you some secret trading stuff here. So this only works on shorter time frames for trading. As long as the price remains above the 9th moving average and the 20th, the price will keep pumping to the upside. And what you usually do is, especially when you scalp, when we come back down to the 9th moving average, that is something where you either add to your position or where you open trades, as long as we are riding this. So if you see the 9 turning around and getting a depth cross with the 20 moving average, that is where you get out. That is your sell signal on shorter time frames. And that's also how I'm trading it. So, but now I would not enter CAS anymore, CASHBACK, because we are really close to that resistance area, as you can see here. So we are 3% away from this currently. Yeah, okay, almost 5%, and to the top here, 12%. It's not worth it to try to catch this move now. It's not worth it. Rather wait for the pullback, and then the next move to the upside will be like another 40-50% move when it turns around. So I saw here Cardano. I think, yeah, Cardano. So that was CASHBACK. Where's this side chart again where I had Rune, Render, TIA. So Cardano. Honestly, I thought Cardano is dead. With everything what's happening on Cardano and around Cardano, I thought Cardano is done. So and now today it's just rampaging to the upside. But also here, see all these levels that I had laid out months ago. That was months ago where I laid out these resistance areas. Here, to the dollar. We tapped this to the dollar, 66 cents, retraced from there. So here you see I had also a downward sloping trend line. When we broke it at 36 cents, it started to fly. But honestly, I did not look at this for a long time. I don't know when I looked the last time at this chart. I really cannot remember. But I had it all laid out. I could have entered if I would have seen it. So now that we pulled back already from 66 cents might be a sign that we continue to pull back here, because we have here more sell orders also in this area here. You see there's a supply area that we are currently in of $161 million worth of Cardano, which is a lot. So, and I would expect that we keep pulling back from 66 cents here. So most likely back into 52 cents. I would be not surprised, because that was a prior resistance area that should now be support. But I don't believe that we are going much lower than that. So it can happen like 48 or something like this. But I'm not so sure about this because it pumped like crazy today. I'm interested on the weekly chart. How is it looking on the weekly? Oh, it just got started on the weekly. So here, yeah. So this, when it breaks 66 cents, it will fly to $1 really quick, to $1.10. You see here why this level was so important, 66 cents, because here was prior resistance, over here, and here the deviation. Now we retested it. If it breaks next week above 66 cents, this will almost make 100% move. So then render, and after render I'm gonna pick a winner, because then I also need to go render. So render, I'm of course also interested in render because I have a trade running on render. So here I explained it earlier already. Golden ratio 0.618. That is the next target where I'm gonna take a little bit of profit and where I expect that render is turning around. So, and it will come back to the 0.5 level here, $5.62, unless render makes a moonshot and goes here straight over $6.20. So then the golden ratio will become the next bounce area. So you have to look at this, you know. So if you want to trade render in the short term, take some profit over here. If it goes higher, you take the rest profit over here, because then it will turn around. If it turns around from the golden ratio, you can open here a position, and if it's going to happen, potentially add here more to it. But from here, big bounce, if it's not already bouncing from here. I believe actually on that Bitcoin pullback that's coming, that altcoins will not get wrecked as much as Bitcoin, and that drop will be really shallow for altcoins, and that they will have like maybe 10% move to the downside, and then they keep running again. Because I saw this today happening already when Bitcoin pushed over $80,000, came back down to 79,300, 400. Altcoins did not really react to it. Not a lot. They were going down like 2-3%, and then they kept bouncing and running back to the upside. Yeah, Beam is also nice to check on Beam, because I'm interested myself in Beam to see what's going to happen. How Beam is looking on a weekly chart. Yeah, that's fine. So what's on with the daily chart? So on the RSI on the weekly, also still really low. See, I did not even chart anything here on Beam. Also currently at a big resistance level. So if Beam breaks that current level where it's at, it will start flying. So that is also definitely one that I will keep now on my radar. On the 4-hourly chart, let's see. Did it pull back already or not? Oh. Now I get in trouble. Now I get in trouble because this is looking good on the 4-hourly chart to enter here. But we are directly under a resistance here, and we are fighting right now with a resistance. So here again, same rule, guys. I'm gonna look with the, not with the 50 moving average. 15, I look at the 9th. Oh, wait, 1 second. Somebody's calling me. Hello? Yes, I'm coming. Okay, 1 second. Sasha! Okay. So I just got a delivery. That's why I had to call for my girlfriend, and she's going. So yeah, here you see we are riding the 9 moving average here, and as long as we are above that, it should also keep going. But here stochastic pretty high already. RSI, I think what's going to happen is we roll over that resistance and then come back down, and then it depends where we go. But once we are confirmed above here, above 2 cents, let it be 2 cents 0.18, then it will start flying. So now I'm interested myself, how high will it go? Where are we going here? Come on, load. Oh, wow. So this is a nice move from here. So I think this is going to go straight to 3 cents afterwards, because we have here like a quadruple bottom that was confirmed. So here the lower low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Now it's breaking, changing structure. So this is definitely also one that I'm massively interested now to trade this to the upside. So now I'm gonna have Sui. I'm gonna check on Sui quick. Yeah, Sui is ready to come down now. I think that this here, that $3.16 level, I think that was the short-term top for Sui. I don't believe that Sui is in the short term now running further to the upside. Sasha, delivery. 1 second. What is she doing? Sasha, I have delivery. Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay, guys. So yeah, definitely short term. That's it. So that's it for Sui. It will come down to like $2.76. That's what I would expect. So in the worst case, it will go all the way down to like $2.50 in that Bitcoin pullback. So this is the range. So if you want to trade Sui, layer your orders in that manner. That's how you play that. So now let's pick a winner quick for ZoomX, random numbers generator. I think this was the list. So this is the list. 29 to 65. 29 to 65. Oh, let's see, guys. 39 is here. 258447741. If that's your number, you know the drill, guys. Send an email with a screenshot to info@amcrypto.us, and my team will sort you out by tomorrow if you send the email today. So after you see this video, this live stream, once I stop this now, you have 24 hours to send the email. If not, I'm gonna give it tomorrow to somebody else. And I think I said I'm gonna give to somebody. I think I promised also Alpha X, guys. I think I also promised Alpha X. So, but here I forgot now to add potentially some people here. I'm gonna add everybody after I give now $500 to somebody here. So, and here on Alpha X we have 5 to 17. Also, Alpha X, guys, if you want to trade decentralized with your Trust Wallet, MetaMask, whatever, because you cannot use BYBIT or ZoomX, Alpha X is the place to go. If you sign up there, you get $100 just for signing up. And if you deposit $100, you stand a chance to win $500 there too, with the link in the description. So here, number 16 on Alpha X, 16781028. Same thing, info@amcrypto.us, that's where you go. Let me actually move you guys around here. Oh, I have here by accident already that number up there. How did that happen? Okay, doesn't matter. So I just need to make the crosses. The other one was 39, right? 39. I gonna watch the stream again to know which number it was. I forgot now. So it's fine. Yeah, guys, so that's it for today's stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I was here now over an hour. I was not expecting to be here an hour. But yeah, amazing, guys. I forgot to mention the big announcement that I wanted to make. The big announcement is I want your opinion, guys. Write me now in the chat before I'm going. All the 300 people that are here, I want your opinion, what you would rather like to have. So because I know a lot of you people, they're watching the stream, you get your info here, but you have no real trading education and you are struggling with finding entries and all that kind of stuff. So I want to give you that knowledge, all that knowledge that I have accumulated over years with all my failures that I made and everything, to basically avoid this and that you can squeeze the most out of this bull run, guys. But I need your opinion, what you would rather have. Would you like to get a crash course with a small fee on it, but you need to be on ZoomX or on BYBIT with my referral link? Or would you rather have a little bit higher fee, but I will not ask you to be on BYBIT on ZoomX. So let me know, guys, what you would rather have, because, and if you want something like this. So when I say crash course, I'm talking about a crash course of 5 to 7 days. You know, within 5 to 7 days, you get all the knowledge that you need and you're ready to go. Let me know, guys, in the chat. One or two. One, small fee, but we trade all under my referral link on BYBIT or ZoomX, or a little bit higher fee, and you can trade wherever you want. Let me know in the chat, guys. Okay, I see a lot of ones. Some people with two. No, I will only do one out of the two. I will not do both. Will be only one out of two. Okay, I see already. So I'm gonna check if actually more people here multiple times said one, you know, so it only counts one time, you know, so you cannot try to trick me like that, you know, so everybody is only one vote, you know, so I'm gonna go later back and check the chat, how many people did here multiple times put the same number, you know, so it only counts one time, so and then I'm gonna figure out, yeah, but it looks like one, but I gonna go and check. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, tomorrow I will be in Bangkok. I will still make a normal video tomorrow, regardless, but we'll send you a lot of alpha in the Telegram channel. So make sure that you are in a new Telegram channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button so that we get to 41K, and also activate the notification bell. And I'll see you with more money tomorrow. Bye-bye.